Euro USD, since market did not break this high, it only swept this high. Since market did not break high, it only swept it. For now, I think the best thing to do is, I've already used my fib to fib from the low to the high, and this particular OB is inside 50% of that is discounted area. So I think the best thing to do is just to hold on. I would want this market to react from here, give me a confirmation for a buy, or maybe come back here, give me a tap into unmitigated, this give me a confirmation for another buy, or it might just, since he swept this high, it might just start, selling again from that particular place. So let me see what daily is doing. Okay, it's still looking bullish, kind of like for short term, because generally the trend is bearish. So that's why you need to be careful when taking this type of trade. You need to be extremely careful, because there is every possibility that this market, since it has swept this high, you can start selling again from there and able to take out this low. So I don't think we should do anything. GBP USD, I still feel that this high will go, and that is why I'm thinking that EU probably will not sell, like it will not sell from here. It might still push up, because if you look at GU, since both of them correlate and this low was sticking, market is still pushing. As you can see, Wednesday was a very strong bullish candle. So I just feel from the low to the high, and I'm expecting the market to retrace back into the 50% and probably buy from there. So, which has not happened yet. For now, I will literally not do anything. Yeah, the trade I took on AU yesterday hit SL. Wow. The two trades I took yesterday hit SL, by the way, not just this one. The AU and the AUD USD and AUD CHF, both of them hit SL. And it's now market is me personally, because I already confirmed it. Now, why do I say that it's me? On a normal, okay, let me start from daily time frame before I go to that 4 hours. This is it, well. So I'm expecting that if this market will continue selling, I wanted to see a break of this low. Do you understand? I wanted to see a break of this low. If you go to your weekly time frame, that place is a good looking other block, but it has not broken structure. So I still feel that place is weak. But since we have an impulsive move, then one thing in the forex market is that once there is an impulsive move, there is going to be a correction. So I feel like, this leg is going to be a correction. I feel from the high of this leg to the low, I feel like this is going to be a correction that will trade into at least 50% and drop from there. That is why I was looking at buying. But as you can see, there is an impulsive move to the upside, which is this leg. So this is like buying at a premium instead of discount. And this is why I always use my fib. I should have fibbed from the low to the high and allow a retracement back into this premium, into this discount area before I buy. But I was buying at the premium. And that is, it makes sense to me. When it hits SL was when my eye opened like this. So it's my fault. I'm going to delete the entry now. Why I wait? So for now, I'm not doing anything. I'll just allow the markets to be, and let's see whether it will probably retrace back into this place, and probably I'll buy again to take out the high. NZD, the same thing. I'm expecting a push up, but it entered this particular point of interest aggressive with a strong bullish candle. So there's a possibility that today's candle it will continue going up to this place. So that's what I'm expecting. Okay, let's go to the next one. Then this guy, Euro AUD. I'm expecting that this low should go as an inducement, but it's kind of respecting it. Yesterday candle closed somehow in decision. Today candle is bullish. Who knows? So, but for now, I'm not going to jump on this buy because it's not really clear to me. I'd have loved to see, had it been this low was swept and this candle forms good, I have confidence enough. So if at all I'm going to start buying this, it will not be today. Let's say probably from Monday, there's an impulsive move and then a strong, um, a strong confirmation entry. I'll take a buy to take out this high. Generally to take out this high. So that's why I wanted to see this. I wanted to see this low manipulated. Had it been market came back and sorry, had it been market came back and manipulated this low, and I see an entry. If I see an entry, I'm holding the entry to this TP because that is the ideal TP. Because this high now did not break any low, rather it swept this low, making this high weak. So anything that makes this market to start going up, just know say it is coming to take out this high. So this high is like your drawn liquidity. That's going to be my general take profit. So and if I see this manipulate this low, even if it did not get into this point of interest I marked here in, let's say something like this, even if it did not get there, I will probably hold the trade till it takes out this place. Maybe if I enter it under my small account, or if I have a funded account, then I will hold it from there till this price it take like 2 weeks or 1 week to go, but it will hit the TP. Then this guy too, I don't really understand. There's nothing serious here. USD JP or USD CHF, I'm still looking at it. Like I said yesterday, I'd want this week, this is weekly time frame, I want this week candle to close, indecision like this. Then it means that it has swept and still it will show like bearish pressure and maybe the selling will be possible. But for now, I don't have much confirmation that the market is going to sell. So I'm not going to do anything for now. The AUD that took me out yesterday, this is why we had a sweep of liquidity, we had a break of structure, market came back into the extreme OB. So, and I entered the trade using this OB in my other account, in my funded and NX account, risking only $10. Now, I should have waited for a confirmation before taking this trade, but this is what I noticed. When just remember, if you notice very well, I always tell you that if market trade into my OB, I'll wait for a confirmation, sweeping the high, and then I'll sell from there. I always say it. That's exactly the kind of confirmation I look at for. So when I started doing analysis this morning, I found that this has happened, and my entry is the last bullish candle before this sell, which is my OB, and that OB traded into that daily time frame OB and swept the high of this, which means I'm taking liquidity. So this is what I'm expecting, and I just pray this happens. Now, if I go to FXCM, because when I wanted to enter this trade, I noticed that it's not exactly what is in my chart here. If I go to FXCM, I will notice that this trade, that if I had seen it earlier, if I had woken up around yes, this was yesterday. 18 is 18 should be 6, right? Around 6 p.m. yesterday was when this thing happened. You see this candle? Wait, let me clear this. This green candle swept this high, and this one closed below it. So my entry is supposed to be this guy. See this particular candle, and it's triggered already. My entry has triggered already, and that's exactly how it is in my MT5. So this is what it is. I still enter the trade like this because the other one is Orlando is still showing this, so probably might still come back to tag me. But if I take the trade, this is why I'm targeting here. Just what I've explaining. This low now could not break this high, and this high take an inducement and broke structure. It makes it a protected high. Now, since this low could not break this high and the market is now coming down, it will come to take that low because the low is what is weak. It doesn't have protection. CAD CHF not clear, even though I still feel that the market might take out this high and maybe generally take out this very high too. And yesterday candle was bullish and engulfing this candle, so probably today might be bullish also to take out this high and this high. But let me see, going to my 1 hour. So if at all I'm going to enter this trade, what I expect to see is this. Okay, this leg now swept here, and I would want to see this candle, this movement now that is trying to happen, to come back and sweep here. Then I'll be confident enough to like take the buy. Let me check 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours is looking promising too. Or who knows, it might generally come back to here, because if you look at this leg take an inducement, even though it has not broken structure, but this leg could be an inducement to this particular OB. So we have something like this. We have something like this, taking an inducement, and then it will now come and trigger and go up. So we'll have something like this. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not going to rush. I'll just wait. So, but if it comes back to manipulate this low, it's still the same thing. It has taken that inducement now that I marked. So it's still the same thing. This guy, there's nothing serious in it. Okay, AUD Euro CHF. Yesterday candle was bullish. After this break, market came back to mitigate this other block, and then gave an impulsive move, engulfing impulsive move yesterday. So possibly today, might be bullish also. Today might be bullish also. So what I'm expecting is, let me go to my 1 hour and see whether, okay, this is what I'm expecting. There is no sweep, so I'm not really confident in taking the trade yet. It's not giving me a beautiful thing that will make me take the trade. So, but if I see something like this, sweeping this low, like this low, here I'll be confident to drop on the buy. Euro card, I don't understand what this guy has been doing, but I still selling. Okay, now if you see yesterday candle, swept the previous day candle. Who knows what will happen? It swept the high and the low self. So, but I still feel that this low will go, but I've not seen a confirmation. I had an entry here, but market did not go back there. I don't know what the market wants to do, but no point jumping in. I'll just wait and see. I'll just wait and see what market will do. Look at the same thing, nothing serious here. So let me go to JPY pairs. I think yesterday was bullish. So even though, yes, yesterday was bullish, and market swept this high and rejected it. Then the previous day there is also a rejection. Then yesterday there is an engulfing bearish bullish candle. Possibly today will be bullish also. Possibly today will be bullish, and it will interest me to see a manipulation of this low for a buy. Euro JPY, that I told you guys I'm not going to buy here. I won't buy here because it did not sweep liquidity. So we had an impulsive move. But yesterday candle swept that the high of that impulsive move and closed inside it as a red candle. So today, maybe it might start selling, but for now I don't know yet. I will look for confirmation. So if I go down to my 1 hour, as you can see, it's not showing any sign of bearishness yet. So let me see 4 hours. No, there's nothing bearish yet. It's still looking bullish. Probably might still take out this high. So I'm not really doing anything on this pair. GBP JPY also was bullish. CAD JPY still, it printed a bullish candle yesterday. Possibly today might also be bullish, but there is no confirmation for entry. Chef JPY, the same thing. It swept this high. I'm not really confident in this pair, so I'm not doing anything. It has not given me a confirmation. Now, one thing I notice is, if a pair is not clear, like you can't see it very well, it's not visible, just don't take the trade. Just don't take it. No need of risking your money. So don't take the trade. This guy closed bearish yesterday after moving up to this side and still closed bearish. You still show a sign of bearishness, and this high did not break this high, so possibly market will come and manipulate this low. So I'm still feeling that this guy will still sell. But what do I want to see to jump into the sell? Let me see. Okay, that's good. Now that we had, let me show you this. Now that we had a sweep of this high, I would prefer if this candle will close, impulsive, like up to this point. It's been a very nice one for a sell, but we still have like 13 minutes for this candle to close. It might even close above it or so. So it's not really, I've not seen a confirmation to jump into the sell. This guy too, still not clear. Still not clear. Euro GBP, I think is retracing. Maybe it might come up to here for me to see a confirmation for a sell to take out this leg. Maybe, but I'm not doing anything. AUD still I've not been able to see an entry here that I took. So all these ones I just marked them, but I didn't take any of them, and it's not looking promising. Maybe it will still move, but for now. So let's see. NZDJPY, the same thing, still not promising. Still not promising. Now AUDJPY, the way it closed yesterday, if I happen to be on this trade, I would have closed my position. Why? Because look at the way it closed yesterday, sweeping the high of Wednesday candle and closing inside it with a small red indecision candle. It's looking as if it's going to have a deeper retracement before it will start buying again. So if I was in this position, I would have closed my entry. The same thing with NZDJP, I would have closed my entry. AUDNZD is still not doing anything like confirming whether it will buy or sell. So what's the best thing to do? Just be watching the market. AUD card, I marked this. I entered this trade some days ago, but it didn't trigger. I think that was when, I think that earlier this Monday or so. So but market has pushed back into the OB, and maybe with a confirmation entry we might get into the buy, but for now it's not confirmed yet. Same with this guy, there's no serious thing happening here. So for now the only trade I'm currently holding is AUD CHF. So that's the only trade I'm currently holding. I just wished I entered it earlier and hoping that it might come back to trigger the entry. But for now, that's the only trade I'm holding, and that's the only thing that is very clear to me so far. So it's weekend. I don't trade every day, but if I see my setup every day, I'll take it. But I don't trade every day. And if I don't see my setup, I will not force the market. So thank you guys, and thank you for engaging. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. Please do well to follow me, to subscribe, to like, to share, and all that. So we can be sharing ideas. I see that some of you are also trading. We are also learning. So we can be sharing ideas and see how it goes. Nobody is an island of knowledge. We learn every day. If you see my mistake, you can as well note it out. So but thank you, and please click that share button for me, click that subscription button, follow my account, and God bless you as you do so. Do have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, cheers.